So earlier today, Bungie had a exclusive developer playtest, and it featured our boy, the Burnt Peanut, and his homie, Gingy. He got to play alongside Joe Ziegler, which is the director of Marathon. He got to play alongside him for a while and play Marathon earlier today. I watched it. It looked pretty cool. They also announced the weekend of when they're gonna do the playtest for Marathon. The pre-launch playtest is gonna be 5 days long. It's gonna be between February 26th and March 2nd. 5 days long. That's like March 2nd, 3 days prior to March 5th, which is when they're gonna launch the game. Meaning they're showing a lot of confidence in the product. Meaning they're not planning on tweaking much things between the playtest and the launch day. They also added a lot of things to grind for during the playtest. They added so much stuff. Unlike Arc Raiders, I didn't do the playtest for Arc Raiders, but I don't think they did things to grind for so it could count towards your actual character once it launches. So they're doing big things. They're looking at what Arc Raiders did, and they're trying to step up from it, which is very good for the video game industry. In my opinion, I think Arc Raiders and Marathon are setting a super high bar, super high standard for following AAA games from here on out in the video game industry. 2026 is the new standard. Arc Raiders, Marathon, the way they're carrying things, the way they're gonna do their live service, the way they're gonna update stuff, the way they're gonna cater to people, to their communities, is gonna set a bar, and it's good. It's good for community. And it's good for the industry. Competition is good. Another thing which people are excited about is, hopefully everyone knows that Marathon is heavily PvP and not really focused on the PvE aspect as of yet. A lot of people are hoping that when Marathon releases, that a bunch of sweaty players will leave Arc Raiders alone or stop playing it for a while and go on over and enjoy their time doing more aggressive PvP in Marathon. So that'll leave the casual Arc Raiders players kind of more room to just chill and vibe, which is cool for Arc Raiders because that's kind of where Arc Raiders thrived, when it was a little bit less sweaty, a little bit less aggro in my experience. But a lot of people like the aggro stuff, but now they're going to have options. You're going to have Marathon and Arc Raiders, which is, like I said, good for the industry. And here's another set of news from myself. I recently got Dragon Quest VII Reimagined for when I feel like just playing a casual game and enjoying it and not having to shoot other players or do PvP at all. So I got Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, like this one. Game Informer. Game Informer is the way. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined right here on the cover. Look, I had the newest Game Informer right here too. The Game Informer is the way. They are back. They left, and they came back. They're back. I think they're under new management. I think the old team is back because I think they got bought out by some big conglomerate a couple years back, and then they just went downhill. So Game Informer, man, gets back. You got to get into Dragon Quest. So basically, Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy are basically cousins. They come from the same company, more or less. I think the comparison between the two would be that Dragon Quest is like Nintendo and Final Fantasy is like Sony, is like PlayStation. I say that because Final Fantasy is more polished, it's more cooler, it's more sleek, it's more for like with a mature audience, it's more cool. But Dragon Quest, man, if you really look at where Dragon Quest came from, it has chops. You got to look at where it came from, who started it, the team behind it, and the dream, the ambition that started it. You got the guy that drew the original Goku. All of Goku's style, all of Dragon Ball style is all over Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest is from that guy. So he had two babies. He had Dragon Ball and he had Dragon Quest. He had two babies. So you got to look into Dragon Quest, man. I was naive to what Dragon Quest meant in video games until like weeks ago, and you gotta get on game. You gotta know where Dragon Quest came from. You gotta understand it. I'm not even a RPG player, but I'm enjoying this game. It's a fun little game, but it's not a little game at all. It's actually a big game. Well, I think that's all I got for now. I'll see you guys later.